Proverbs 4 verse 7. Wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom. And with all thy getting, get understanding. Hello, hi, I'm Nonny Motaung. This has got you a space to learn and learn, grow in understanding and in love as far as relationships are concerned. Thank you so much for tuning in. For our returners, thank you so much for coming back. We really appreciate it. And for those who are coming across us for the first time, we are saying you're very much welcome. We hope that you can find your home with us. I hope everybody's doing well. Remember, we are releasing episodes Friday, 1 p.m. South African time on various social platforms, on YouTube, on Spotify, on Apple Podcast, on Pocket Cast, on iHeart, literally anywhere and everywhere. We are there. Thank you so much for tuning in and engaging with us. We really appreciate it. And we have exciting news. Most of you, well, I presume that you've seen that we are having a Gorgeous Summit. We are having a Gorgeous Summit that is taking place on the 30th of November 2024. It is happening. I'll continue to post the poster so you can find where it is taking place and what time it is taking place, and our beautiful guest, and see our beautiful guest. Be ready. Okay, be ready. We are so ready for you. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Anyways, you can check out my social platforms on Instagram. Nonny_Motaung. You can check that. On TikTok, I'm Nonny, open bracket, got you, close bracket, Motaung. I know it's complicated. But worry less, I'ma fix that, okay? First thing first, we are fixing that. And oh my goodness, please be there. You don't want to miss it. Please be there. I won't be alone. I'll be having beautiful guests talking about different relationships, and oh my goodness, it's gonna be jam-packed, okay? So find yourself there. And lastly, on Facebook, Nonny Motaung, just Nonny Motaung, you'll find me. And N-O, okay, let me spell it out for those who are abroad and might not know. Nonny space Motaung, Motaung. So that's how you spell it out. I hope I didn't leave anyone behind, right? Like I said, we're gonna have meaningful and impactful conversations that will wreck the entire mindset of relationships. And you better find yourself there. If you are booking a ticket, you better do it very quick. Because we are a globe platform. So we are very expectant, okay? Very ambitious. Anyway, today I want us to talk about discipline. Why do we need discipline in our relationships? Self-discipline obviously overflows to your regular relationships, right? So why does discipline has to be a thing in a relationship? Why can't I do what I want when I want to, or when I feel like it? Well, discipline is a prerequisite for all success. So if you want to have successful relationships, guess what? You need discipline. You need to keep control of yourself. You need self-control. For those who are in the dating game, I'm sorry, I'm coming for you just a bit, right? I'm not even coming for you, I'm helping you out. If you really want to know, how is this person coming along with their discipline or whatever, just ask them just a simple question. What is it that you do daily without fail? Just ask the person, what is it that you do daily without fail? And then you'll hear from them. And then you will be able to see, oh, okay, so there's a bit of challenge. This person is not really disciplined, or no, this person is disciplined. I can continue talking with them, they're worthwhile. Not that when they're not disciplined, they're not worthwhile. Okay, please, I didn't say that. Okay. Anyway, so those are some of the questions, or that's a question you can ask, but there are a lot of questions that you can ask. And also, there are a lot of things that you can see, patterns, how they text you, the times they text you, how they communicate as well. Because a disciplined person has a certain way of thinking. It's like their mind is patterned a certain way. So mostly they do the same things over and over and over and over again. So even when they probably communicate with you, they'll probably communicate with you, even if it's not the same thing, but the same way. I hope that makes sense. What discipline does, it makes one to do things over and over again, right? Okay, let's not talk about creativity right now, right? But let's inclusively talk about how it patterns your mind, because this is what you're supposed to do. After this is what you're supposed to do. So you can almost discern if a person is disciplined or not, okay? And also, you can check their consistency. Discipline make people to be consistent. They do things whether they feel like it, whether they don't, whether they are in the mood for it or not. Consistency. When they talk to you, how often do they talk to you? Do they talk to you today? 3 days later, come back, apologize? Or they talk to you today, and if something happens, they let you know that in the coming 3 days, this is what is happening. I'm not going to be available, so bear with me until I come back. Such things. So consistency, they tell you when there's an interruption to their consistency. They let you know that, okay, there will be an interruption. Don't freak out. Due to prior commitments, I have to be away. So they let you know. Okay, let me come back. The benefits of being disciplined, right, is in relationships specifically as composure, right? Your mind is used to order. When life happens to you, like it happens to every other person, it is able to calm down and try to fit in solutions, trying to put in place what is happening. Where is it gonna be placed? Where is it gonna be suitable for it to work? So your mind has a way of being creative around troubles, around tribulations, and also because you made your mind get used to making things work, right? So when there's trouble, what your mind does, it wants to make things work instead of going to destruction mode, right? Self-destruction mode. It goes straight to this has to work. So how can we make it work? How do we adjust ourselves for this to work and for us to continue to do what we were doing? So it is really, really, really important. So it helps with composure. You are calm. You do not panic when there's trouble. Another thing what it does is it helps you with achieving your goals. In relationships, there should be goals. If you are married, there should be goals in that marriage. You don't marry to have the ring on your finger and become a couch potato, okay? You build. And when the building mentality is on, then we need to understand how are we going to build what we want to build. What parameters do we need to put in place for us to achieve that goal, for us to achieve that building, right? Whatever that we are building. So this is where goals are implemented. Let's say you want to buy a car. Okay, how much money do we have? Every month, how much money do we receive as a household? And what are the things that can wait? What are the things that we can live without? They're not really needs, but they're things that are nice to have. So what are those things that we can just cut them off for the entire year or 2 years or whatever, so that we can take this money and put it aside and have the car that we want, right? So those are parameters. Those are things that you do, right? Those are disciplines that you do to achieve your goals. So being disciplined helps you to achieve your goals. Don't forget that. The other benefit of being disciplined is it makes you resilient in this life. If you do not have that backbone, I'm sorry for being a party pooper, but you're not going to be who you're supposed to be. You're not going to get where you're supposed to get. You're not going to be who you are called to be. So it is important to develop these traits, these personal traits, not only for your relationship to work, but also for your personal development, your personal achievements. So it takes two to tango. So if one from the two is not there, it's as good as non-existent. So it takes two to tango. So there's no tango if the one is not there. It takes two. So there's no relationship. So it is very essential, okay? And last but not least, apparently, according to research, right? Someone said to me, a friend actually said to me, when you say research, do you really research? And I'm like, do you think I come on here spitting, I don't know what? Dude. So disciplined people have long-lasting relationships. Long-lasting relationships because of their resilience, right? They develop a muscle to stick on, right? To stick by. So their relationships, normally you would hear someone say, oh, we've been friends for like the past 20 years, or we've been friends for 15 years, or 10 years, or whatever it is, right? Usually such people have discipline. And, I said lastly, right? No, this is the last one. It helps you feel happier in your relationships. It helps you to be more happier. So it makes you not to depend on someone. So this means it helps you to regulate your emotions. So you want to be happy? Get discipline. Okay? You'll be fine. Don't get yourself a man. Don't get yourself a woman. Get discipline. You'll be happy in this life. And some may really ask, how do we then develop discipline? Well, you set an attainable goal. You start small. Don't be too ambitious. Don't set something that is so big that it's gonna take so much of you and so much of everything for you to acquire it, right? Start small, just small things. If you want to make sure that, you know what, you wanna talk with your friends or you wanna talk with your parents at home, just make sure weekly, don't make it an everyday thing, because you're not going to be able to do that. Or a 2 weeks thing where you set a reminder on your phone that call home. Then you call home, you check on your parents, you check on your siblings or whatever. Set that alarm or set that reminder. We are people. We get busy. We forget. We get caught up in life. So it is necessary to put measures, right, or efforts to show that we are really in this, right? We are really in this. It is really important. But firstly, you begin with attainable goals. Small goals, things that you know that they are attainable. You can do them. Yes, sometimes they might come with obstacles, but they are attainable. You know what I mean? And number 2, you can find your why, your motive. Why do you need to call home? Why do you need to speak with your friends? Why do you want to speak with your husband? Set a motive. Why do you want to speak with your wife? You know, why is it important actually for you to actually have this chat with your wife? Why do you have to text her? Why do you have to say you love her? Why do you have to encourage your husband? Or why do you have all these things, right? Why do you have to support your friend? Why? All these things have a motive. Find your motive. Why do you want to do that? And please don't gravitate towards negativity, right? Towards the negative side of things. Don't say, I need to call them because I'm married to them. That's lame. That's lame. I mean, that's your best friend. That's lame. You're supposed to, I don't know, find a way to just make it fun. Make it enjoyable. Why do you need to talk to them? Because they're your best friend. You enjoy their company. And also, you want to hear them out. And you want them to hear you out. Because they are your safe space. So, and lastly, replace old habits. Remember, discipline builds habits. And habits becomes who you are daily. What you do on a daily, you actually become that. So, replace your old bad habits, your old habits, with new healthier ones. You know, with new healthier ones. If you used to self-destruct or if you used to isolate yourself a lot, try to put yourself out there. Try to reach out. Replace that habit with a new healthier one, the one that will benefit you long term. Okay? And discipline is not nice. I know how now I'm talking, it sounds as it's just the thing that you just do every day. Well, it's very hard, trust me. It's really hard and it requires a lot of you, okay? So be gracious when you're doing it, especially when you are starting now. Just be gracious, you know. One step at a time and you'll be okay. It's a muscle. This thing is a muscle. It is not impossible for it to be developed. You can acquire it. You can attain it, okay? It is not impossible. Anyways, thank you so much for listening. I think we are ending here today. Please be disciplined, okay? Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube, to follow on Spotify, to follow also on Apple Podcast. Please engage. Please engage. Don't forget to engage. Thank you so much as you do so. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to share with your world, to share with your people, and let's do this. This is just a quick reminder. Don't forget we are having a summit on the 30th of November. Okay? Please go on my social platforms. Like I said before, Nonny_Motaung on Instagram, Nonny Motaung on Facebook, Nonny open bracket got you, close bracket Motaung on TikTok, and I don't think I mentioned this. We will be broadcasting for the first time in the history of Got You podcast. So excited. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. From myself, Nonny Motaung, and the Got You team, we are saying goodbye. God bless.